welcome everyone. We are waiting for participants to join. Start the session in few. Till then, do follow us on our social media platform for upcoming webinars, updates. Thank you. Hello everyone. Am I audible? Can anyone just please confirm audible?
Yes, yes, you are audible.
Okay, we'll start the session. Hello and welcome everyone. I am Shubh Parmar, your host for today's webinar. My team and I are here to make sure you have a seamless and engaging experience. If you have any questions or need assistance, feel free to use the chat window. We are here to help. The topic for today is governance and trust in the age of copilots, ensuring responsible AI adoption. This webinar is hosted by the ATC community, a hub for enthusiasts passionate about cloud technologies, AI, machine learning, LOT, open source development, and DevOps. Today's event is sponsored by Synergetics. Synergetics is a leading edge learning solutions provider in India, offering specialized training and consulting services. We empower businesses and professionals to thrive in today's fast evolving tech landscape by delivering transformative learning experiences. Our core focus is on enabling digital transformation through innovative skilling programs, advisory services, and end-to-end implementation support. From modernizing IT frameworks to mastering emerging technologies like AI, cloud computing, and DevOps, Synergetics is committed to equipping you with the tools and knowledge to succeed. These are the learning solutions which are offered by Synergetics, which are persona based onboarding, onboarding add on, certification add on, reskilling, emerging technology training, certification hackathon, cloud adoption, latest technology training, sales, pre sales training, practice playbook, and architecting. Uh, This is the Microsoft certification skilling journey. The journey begins with the fundamental certification, then progresses to advanced role based certification, and finally to expert level certification. We run communities on Meetup. This is the emerging technology community. Anyone who are eager to learn about technological knowledge can join this community on Meetup. We have multiple communities in Pune, Gujarat, Nagpur, and Indore. Those who are interested to join this community, please log into the Meetup app and gain your knowledge for free. We are thrilled to have Komal Sharma as our today's speaker. She is a certified Microsoft trainer and a consultant at Synergetics. She brings a wealth of knowledge and experience in AI and cloud technologies. The agenda for this webinar is Introduction to AI Governance in the Age of Copilots, Ethical Principles, Fairness, Transparency, and Accountability, Regularity and Compliance Frameworks for Responsible AI, Risk Assessment and Mitigation in Copilot Deployments, and finally, Building Trust through
బ్రో 47 కంటెస్ట్ పోయి బ్రో
explainability and human
అందరికీ
oversight.
ఉంటుంది 47 నాకు రావట్లేదు అసలు ఇంటి రావు
We are providing a
అయ్యి
complimentary learning achievement badge for this session, which includes an overview of the module topics which are related to this webinar. You can share the badge on your LinkedIn and Twitter profile. To get the badge activated, you just need to follow certain steps and redeem the badges. You can see the steps on your screen. Also, the link will be shared in the chat box. You have to follow the code of conduct, which will create a respectful environment for all the participants. Please note participants are not allowed to take screenshot or do screen recording of the presentation. I would like to take a moment to share some information about the certification workshops we conduct at Synergetics. These webinars you have been attending are designed to give you a brief overview and summary of the full course intent. However, the actual certification training programs of these courses run over 4 days, and we are currently offering them at a special discounted rate exclusively for webinar attendees. On my screen, you can see the list of in-demand certification courses we are currently focusing on. For more details, I'll share the contact of my colleague, Mr. Vivek Balasundaram. For more details, you can connect with him. Do follow us on our social media platform to get relevant updates on upcoming webinars, workshops, and certification training we do. Thank you for listening to me. Now we'll hand over the mic to a speaker. Thank you.
Hello, everyone. Good evening. I hope I am audible, loud and clear to everyone, and my screen is visible. May I have the confirmation?
Yes, ma'am, you are audible and your screen is also visible.
Okay, so hello, everyone. I welcome you all for the session Governance and Trust in the Age of Copilots, Ensuring Responsible AI. So, in this session, we are going to have the introduction. What is the objective? What is the importance of governance and trust in AI adoption? So, my name is Komal Sharma. I am Microsoft certified trainer. I have completed my MCA and MBA, and I have all expert level of certification for Microsoft 365 services, Microsoft security solutions, and Microsoft Power Platform. I have more than of 16 of experience as a trainer and a software consultant, and I have offered innovative solutions on enterprise architecting and learning consultancy solutions. And I am working with Copilot is like over more than a year that I'm exploring my capability with Copilot. And when this Copilot product was newly launched in the market, it was first introduced with M365, and we started using Copilot with all our day-to-day productive application, Word, Excel, PowerPoint, Teams, right, Outlook. And then there were some other products of Copilot introduced in the market by Microsoft that was in different area, like Copilot for security, Copilot in Power Platform, Copilot in Dynamics. So today I am here to help you understand that what is the objective and what is the importance of governance and trust in AI adoption. I hope you all know what is AI, artificial intelligence. I'm sure that all of you must have used one AI product in your life, any application, any use case, any device, right? We all know the power of AI, and especially after the introduction of Gen AI, generative AI, it is taking the creativity to the next level. Now, what is generative AI? Generative AI that is creating a new content for us. That may be a text, a image, a model, a 3D model, a music, right? And I'm sure you can give me some example that how you are using the co-pilot sorry the AI in your real life, right? Some of you must be using a shopping application that is giving you some recommendation with the help of AI technology. Some of you must be having Alexa at your home, right? Shiri. These all are the example of AI, Chat GPT, even the co-pilot, right? So we know that yes, we have AI technology, especially the Gen AI, that is helping us to create a new content, generating a new content. And we are going to trust on it, right? The content that is generated by Copilot, that is there, it is as per the requirement generated by the AI technology. But when you are trusting on AI, right? we must be having understanding that how this uh, the importance of that governance is there in the field of AI adoption. So here in this session, we are going to define AI copilots and we are going to explore its workplace applications, that is followed by Microsoft responsible AI principle. I'm going to cover governance framework, trust building strategies, ethical and security consideration, and conclude with future opportunity and challenges for AI Copilot. So team, let's start. So we are in this first section. I'm going to set the stage of the outline of this session objective. So we are going to discuss that why governance and trust are fundamental to adopting AI in workspaces, ensuring AI systems are reliable and ethically used. So here I have a short introduction of each topic that I'm going to focus in this session. So AI governance, that refers to the framework, policy and standard that ensure AI technologies are developed and used ethically, safely and responsibly. It is going to help organization align AI practices with legal, like social and organization value. Building trust in AI. So, as I said, when you are looking for help from AI, of course, we want to trust on it, the content generated. Let's say I am using Copilot with my M365 license, and I'm able to use Copilot for creating a report, summarization of my report, getting the insight of my Excel data, create a PPT. Now at the end, I want that yes, whatever the content is generated by Copilot, it's correct. Of course, Microsoft says that whatever the content is generated by Copilot, you should not 100% trust on it, right? You need to verify as you are always in a role of main pilot. So do not just easily adopt or easily accept the content generated. You always need to verify it. So when you are trusting in AI that is built through transparency, accountability, and fairness, so these principles ensure that AI systems are understandable, their decisions can be traced, and they treat all individual equitability. Then responsible AI adoption, it faces different challenges, including bias in data, lack of explainability, regularity, uncertainty, and ethical dalmian and ethical issues, like you are identifying these risks that is key to mitigating harm and ensuring safe deployment. And promoting responsible AI means you are equipping individual and organization with the knowledge and the tools to design, deploy and monitor AI system. This include that you are adopting a culture of responsibility, continuous learning and compliance with best practices. So let's first start that why governance and trust matter in AI. So AI governance, it help set rules and guidelines to make sure that AI is used safely, ethically, and legally. It's like having a traffic system of AI, keeping things organized and preventing harm. So, trust in AI means people feel confident using AI because it's fair, transparent, and accountable. If users do not trust AI, they won't use it. no matter how advanced it is. Correct. So now, friends, I want to ask from you guys, can you name a technology that is going that you are using, that you feel like it's a part of AI? And what do you think? Do you trust on that? Anyone, can you please respond to me on chat? Or if you want, you can unmute yourself. Yes, anyone? Are you using any tool, any technology, any application? Okay, so Priyanka has mentioned ChatGPT. So Priyanka, can you answer me? What do you think? Do you trust ChatGPT? The content that is generated by ChatGPT? So when you are taking help of AI, not 100%, okay? Okay, great. Okay, so team, let's say you are using ChatGPT or any other tool that is helping you to create a content, generating a new content, or let's say I'm using Copilot with my M365 environment. I am using Copilot to create my PPTs, create assignments for my training, creating, working with case studies, right? So when a content is generated by AI as the co-pilot or any technology that is a part of AI, that is like a assistant. Just imagine that in your office you are provided an assistant that is helping you in your day-to-day office task, right? Let's say I want a summary, a kind of a summarization of a file or a report, right? Or let's say I have a file, Excel file, that is having a lengthy data about my sales performance, customer preferences and all, but at the end I do not want to go and see each and every number. I want a tool that will help me to get the insight of my data or give me the answer of my questions like, let me know the three top product that with the highest sale, or where I'm lacking behind, show me the customer interest, okay, any feedback that is negative or the highest negative feedback about any product. So these are the question I can directly ask with my AI, right? I'm going to get the response. So unless until we are not going to trust, at the end it means you are going to work, you are going to look each and every data. But yes, you need to trust on that AI and you need to verify it. Okay. So always make sure we are going to trust. So as I said, trust means we are feeling confident that yes, the content which is generated by AI, it is correct. It is fair. It is transparent. It is accountable. Now we are going to explore what AI Copilot are and how they integrate with a platform like Microsoft 365, its benefits, and the risk of AI adoption in the workspace. That will be examined to get the context of governance need. Now, what is Copilot? As the word itself, it's co and pilot. Who is the main pilot? Have you ever heard this word? Anyone? Co-pilot? Yes, anyone? What is the job of a co-pilot? I don't think it's a new word for you. Correct. Airline. Assistant to the main pilot. So pilot who is actually going to take care of the flight and co-pilot is there that is going to assist or to help the main pilot. Imagine, as I said, in your real life, in your office, you have an assistant that is going to help you to complete a task that is like a repetitive task, okay, or generating any content, working with a file, drafting any emails, okay. So, Copilot, these are intelligent digital assistant that is designed to help a user complete any task. more efficiently by working alongside them, just like a human co pilot that is going to support a pilot in flying a plane. In simple terms, this AI co pilot uses AI, artificial intelligence, to understand what you are doing and offer helpful suggestion, automate repetitive tasks, and provide insight, all in real time. Now, how Copilot is there to help us? How it is going to help us summarization the content, creating the content, getting the insight, how it is happening. So behind the scene, there are models, right? These models are trained. See, like we human being, we call ourselves intelligent. Why we are intelligent? Why we call ourselves intelligence? Anyone, can you help me answering this question? Why you feel like we all humans beings are intelligent? Anyone? Because we have brain, right? We are able to take decisions. We are able to analyze the things. What is right, what is wrong. We can think, process, and execute perfect the wish. So just imagine we have a tool or technology that's having a digital brain as a human being have. And that digital brain is having a power to think, process, and execute. Right? Think means what a user is going to expect, what next he wanted to do, process the thing, and execute the task. Right? Now, Copilot, as I said, these are based on model. So these models are trained as if you are saying you are confident that yes, I'm human being, I'm intelligent, but are you intelligent in every area? No. Like I'm from IT, I do not have any skill, any knowledge about the field in medical. I do not know what medicines can be, like I can prescribe to any patient. I cannot do the surgery. I'm expert in my area because I was provided knowledge accordingly. I'm getting trained accordingly. Whatever I am, I'm a trainer of a particular technology. Even in IT, I'm not expert in every area. I'm only expert in some technologies and all that I have practiced for, I have learned for, right? I'm a skilled. So similarly, every human beings, they all are trained, they are provided knowledge. You have completed some course and all, like I have said, I have completed my MCA, MBA. So accordingly, I can perform my task. Similarly, these co-pilots, these are based on some models. So here it is LLM, large language model. So these are based on trained on large language. Accordingly, these models are going to perform any task, right? So there are some specific model that is going to only create the images, let's say. Some models that are trained for working in music, right? Creating a new music, a song. Okay. So every co-pilot or every AI technologies, every AI models are trained. So here in Copilot, like ChatGPT and all, these are trained with LLM, large language model. So as these Copilot, they use AI technology, AI intelligence, that is to understand who you are, right? And what you are doing and offer help. This is what my suggestion, this is what you can do next. Or you want to, or Copilot can help you automate any task. So here, Copilot is having the awareness about the content you are working with. It understands what you are working on. You can ask a question or give command in natural language. Help with writing, summarizing, analyzing the data, creating the content and more. Just imagine that you are writing a report in Word. So Microsoft 365 Copilot can suggest the content, based on a note, right? Then it is going to rewrite or summarize a paragraph. It can insert the data from Excel automatically. In Excel, it can analyze the trend in your data, create the chart, write formulas for you. So AI Copilot, it is actually going to save your time, reduce errors, and boost productivity. It is going to make the complex task easy for everyone, whether you are a student, you are a professional, or a business leader. So here I have few use cases across M365 environment and other platform. Like as I said, for Microsoft Word, Copilot can help you write and edit any content, draft the content based on the prompt or the notes, summarize long documents, suggest improvement in tones, clarity, and grammar. Example, like you type a few bullet points and Copilot turns them into a full report. In Microsoft Excel, Copilot can do data analysis and visualization. It is going to analyze the trend and patterns, create charts, graphs, write complex formula automatically. Let's say you can ask that show me sales trend for quarter 2 and Copilot generate a chart with insight. In PowerPoint, it can help you to create a presentation, design the slides from text or document, suggest the layout and visual, add some speaker notes and summaries, right? So let's say you have uploaded a report and Copilot is going to create the presentation with key highlights. In Outlook, Copilot can help you in email management, draft reply based on context, summarize long emails, suggest meeting time or follow-ups. Let's say Copilot is going to read long emails, right? You having some email chain, email communication going on from last 1 month, and at the end you want, like today, I want to have the summary with all the action items. For example, I am a trainer, and it happens that some training is scheduled, a communication is going on. We get some, points from our client that is to be included during the session. This is what their requirement is. I share my requirement. This is what the setup I need and all. And let's say the training is now planned for next week. Now I want to have the summary so that I'm not going to miss any single point or any action item. So I am going to take the help of Copilot here. Microsoft Teams, it can help you for summarizing your meetings in real time, track the task and decisions, answer the question based on the chat history. For example, let's say after a meeting, Copilot is going to provide a summary and is going to have a list that who is responsible for what. Let's say you have missed a meeting and now you want to have the summary what was discussed, or was anything discussed about so and so topic. Or let's say I have missed the meeting, now I wanted to know, was there any discussion done by Shubh, or was my name called during the meeting, is there any action item for me? So this is how Copilot can help you over there. You can also use Copilot with Microsoft OneNote, that is there for note organization. It is going to organize your note by topic, highlight all the key points, convert handwritten notes to the text. Let's say you want to jot down the ideas. So Copilot can organize them into the structured plan. There are some other platform where Copilot can help you. like GitHub Copilot, where it can help developer write the code faster with suggestions and auto completion. With Dynamic 365, Copilot can assist in customer service, sales, marketing, that is by summarizing the interaction and suggestion. LinkedIn Copilot. So LinkedIn Copilot is going to help user improve the profile, write the post or prepare for the interview. Now let me give you a quick demo how Copilot is there to help me with different M365 application. So first I would like to start with Microsoft Word. Let's say I have open a blank document. Now let's say I want Copilot to help me prepare a meeting note. So for example, I have this area where I can write my prompt, what I am expecting from the Copilot. Okay, so I need to pick a prompt that I will quickly pick from here. So I will quickly pick this prompt, that is to write a speech for the Fabricant stakeholder for summarizing the result of company's income statement found in the attached file. And this is the file I'm going to use. And enter. Copilot can also help you in the comparison of different, documents. So here within few seconds, I have got my speech ready, right? And you can keep it. Now you can use Copilot chat. You can ask the question about the current document that you have just created, or if any document that is ready, you can open that and start interacting with Copilot. Let's see, summarize this document. Now here I have a summary. Okay. So this is how Copilot can help me in Microsoft Word, creating the content, prepare a document, get me a summary, right? Now let's say I'm going to create a presentation, because as this speech is there, I'm going to prepare for the speech. But let's say I wanted to create a presentation. Okay. And I'm going to use the same document. We click on save. I need to open a new PPT. Here, create a new presentation about, and the file I have just created. Okay, I need to just save it in my OneDrive so that I can use it. So this is my file, Fabricum annual income statement result. Let me close this and let me open the folder. Okay, so I have attached a file and I want a presentation should be created. So it will take hardly few seconds and my PPT will be created. Later on, if you want to modify or edit the content, you can do so. So you have these slides ready. In between, if you want to add anything, any new topic, change the position of any topic, that you can do. Let's click on generate slide. So within few seconds, my PPT is ready. Click on keep it and it will be ready. Right? Even every slide, it will give you the speaker notes. Right? Even the speaker note is ready. Can have a look. So this was about the PPT. There is too much you can do with PPTs, Copilot with PowerPoint. Now let me quickly open one Excel file. Okay, let's see. You have to analyze the market trend. Okay, so I'm going to open one Excel file. That is, I guess it's there. Hmm. Okay, so here I have this file and I will open the Copilot icon over there and I will start with a prompt that Copilot, please give me the insight of this file. So you have to make sure your file is there in your OneDrive so that you can use Copilot. Okay, so let me click on show data insight. It is giving me some suggestion that, hey, would you like to start from this suggestion? So you can write the prompt that create a bar chart. Get me let me know the insight of the social media engagement and all. Okay, so here I have the summary of my data. Okay, so I got the insight. You can also ask Copilot to give you the suggestion about the formula column. It will help you to add the formula, create the formula for you, and that will be added to your sheet. Okay, so I have one suggestion that you can add this formula that is about the one chai percentage of the total. And here I have this formula column added to my sheet. Okay, and even if you will click on that cell, the formula is added. So this was just a quick demo. I just wanted to show you that how you can use the Copilot with M365 environment. So team, let's move ahead. Now let's focus on the benefits and risk of AI integration. So let's first focus on benefits. Wait a minute. Okay. So benefits first, the Copilot or the AI technology, it can help you in the productivity increment, right? So as AI can handle all the repetitive tasks and time consuming tasks like data entry, scheduling, sorting the email. So this is going to free up your time so that you can focus on creative, strategic or decision making work. For example, I am a trainer and I have to deliver a training, and but I do not have the PPT. So it used to take too much time to prepare a PPT for me. But now as I have Copilot, I can ask help from the Copilot to create the PPT. Now I just ask Copilot that, hey, this is the topic, this is the agenda, please create the PPT for me. And it takes hardly few minutes. I just need to do some editing. That's it. And my PPT is ready. Now I can concentrate on more productive work. I mean, as a trainer, my main job is to prepare for the technology, right? To know about the technology so that the same experience I can share during my training sessions. So if your PPT is there, I can save at least a day. It used to take a day to prepare a PPT. Now that time I can use in learning new technologies, making myself more experienced about the same. For example, in Outlook, I have to create or draft an email. I have to reply or summarize the long threads. Let's say any client, he is looking for the content that I can deliver during my training session for about topic. So I can immediately ask Copilot to prepare a TOC for me. I just put the topics and agenda and the TOC is ready for me, and that I can immediately share with my client. So it is going to save the operation team time, the sales team time, because the content is immediately shared with my clients. So this is how the Copilot is going to help me and my team. This AI can quickly analyze large amount of data and highlight the patterns or trend that human might miss. This is going to help in making faster and more informed decision. Let's say in Excel we have just tried analyzing the data. Let's say you have to analyze the sales data and you want the suggestion that which products are performing best in the market. Let's say in LinkedIn, AI suggests job opportunities or learning courses based on your profile and activity. AI gives you 24 by 7 availability. AI systems, for example, chatbots, virtual assistant, they don't need any break. So these are available 24 by 7 with your website or with your application. Let's say you are doing a shopping, right? Now it's night 11 o'clock, 11 p.m. So late night working as a human being, sometimes it is very hectic and very tiring task. You start your job in the morning 9 o'clock. So you need more human beings, more work power. But here I, and maybe that I have to engage with customer. So my human beings are not available for other customers. But here if I have the chatbot, the virtual assistant, my customer will always be attendable, right? So they will be getting the response with the help of my virtual assistant. They wanted to know that, okay, what courses we offer, what is the cost of that, how we can register for any training session and all. So these virtual assistant can give our customers 24 by 7 availability. It is very cost effective too. By automating the task and reducing the error, AI can lower operational cost and overtime. For example, in customer support, AI can handle the common queries that is going to reduce the need for a large support team. But yes, as I have discussed benefits, there are some risks of AI integration. The first risk is about biasness and discrimination. As AI learn from data, as I have given you the example that as we human beings are trained, but somehow in some area we are not expert, we do not have any knowledge. Similarly, these agents, these AI technologies, these are trained on the data. It can only perform the task on the basis of data they are trained with. Okay? If the data contains biasness, for example, only the information about a particular gender or any racial biasness, then AI can repeat or even amplify these biasness. For example, AI hiring tool might favor certain resume if it was trained on biased hiring data. For example, you are only looking for male candidate for any particular job. So this AI model is going to be biased only for the male candidates. They are not going to give the priority to the female candidates like that. Then there may be the lack of transparency. Some AI systems are complex and they don't clearly show how they make decisions. This is called the black box problem. For example, if an AI deny a loan application, it might be hard to explain why it made that decision. Correct. Then let's say another example of risk you can take, that is job displacement. As AI automate more tasks, some jobs may become less necessary, especially that involve routine work. For example, data entry, basic customer service role that might be replaced by a AI tool. I will give you one AI model that I have prepared, I have trained. That was a business card reader. And here, that was there to help that what should I call receptionist. So when any visitor used to come, that receptionist used to get the card, the visitor card, and there was a person who was doing the entry of that detail, that all the visitors who have visited, the time, what was the purpose, the name, right, everything was entered manually. But now the receptionist, she just asked for the visiting card, she scanned that from the mobile phone provided by the company, and all the information is automatically saved in the database. Now there is no requirement of the data entry operator because that job is done automatically with the help of AI, the model. Okay. Then there are some privacy concern also. Okay. As AI, it often need access to perform the like to work with the personal data to work efficiently. If not handled properly, it can lead to data misuse or breaches. For example, AI that track user behavior or personalization that might connect more data than users are comfortable sharing. I will give you one more example. I guess many of you might have tried downloading the application in their mobile. Have you ever observed that when you are downloading the application or using the application, it is asking you the permission to track other applications? It is going to track your current location. It is going to get access to your photos, to your voice, camera. and we are going to give the permission, all the permission to that application. But have you ever observed that one application is tracking your activity with other application? For example, I have opened a browser and I have searched for any information about any product. Let's say a new uh, mobile is launched in the market. Now I will go and open my browser and will search about it. What is the functionality? What is the price? Or all the offerings by that product, by their mobile. And now I will observe the same mobile is now displayed to other application when I'm using my Insta, when I'm using my Facebook, when I'm going to open my Amazon, right? So everywhere I have the same product available. Let's say I have opened one cream, my face cream. I have searched for it. Now I will observe the same cream is suggested and the same reel I can see everywhere with my Insta, with my Facebook. Now why it happens? Because these applications are using AI technology behind the scene so that it can track the user activity, its behavior, its preferences, okay, and accordingly it is going to give the suggestion to the customer. The purpose is that just to know more about the user so that it can give more personalized recommendation. But somehow you will feel like that if this information is not handled properly, this data can be misused, right? So you have to be very careful when you are giving any permission to these applications. So I prefer that I never unnecessary give any permission to the application. I make sure do not ask permission to access my other application. I always click on this option. Whenever it is required, I give the permission. Let's say any application need access to my photo libraries, right, or to another application. I never keep my location enable whenever it is required. Let's say even when you are traveling somewhere, you need location for Google Map or WhatsApp, you have to share your location. Just for that time I make sure that my location is shared, it is enabled, but not for other normal days. Then there is one more issue, one more risk with AI is that over reliance. Means you are depending too much on AI. It can reduce human critical thinking and decision making skill. People might blindly follow AI suggestion without questioning them. For example, you are relying on AI to write all the emails or report that might reduce your writing skill over the time. Now, I think many of you must be following this practice that you have to write any email, you are asking help from the chat GPT or the Copilot. What about your skill, your writing skills, the word, the sentences you use to frame? But now you are dependent on these technologies. So now team, I want you all, can you suggest me any risk you have faced, you have experienced, or you think that this may be a risk using AI technologies? Anyone, can you give me or suggest any point here? And even I will really appreciate if you are going to communicate to me, going to respond to me and take the part in this discussion. Yes, team, anyone? Is there any risk you feel like that can be from using AI? Or all the points are already discussed by me? Anyone? Have you ever experienced any risk like you have used that? Okay, plagiarism. Very good, Priyanka. Any other risk you feel like you can mention here? Okay, no problem. Let's move ahead. So in this section, we are going to outline the Microsoft framework for responsible AI and highlighting the principle designed to ensure AI systems are fair, reliable, and respect user right. So here we are going to focus on Microsoft Responsible AI Standard. Now, what are these standards and what is this standard is all about? So Microsoft Responsible AI Standard is actually a set of guidelines, you can say, a principle and requirement that's going to help ensure that these AI systems are developed and used ethically, safely, and responsibly. So it's a part of Microsoft's commitment to putting human at the center of AI innovation. Now the current version is that is released in recently like in June, and that was developed by the diverse team of experts including researcher, engineer, designer, and legal professionals. Now how it actually work in practice? So Microsoft used the standard to guide team through the entire AI life cycle from design to deployment. It includes impact assessment, means the tool to evaluate how AI might affect the people and society. Then checklist and guidelines for fairness, safety, and interpretability. The documentation requirement like data sheet for data set to ensure transparency. Then these standards are informed by Microsoft's own researcher and experience, external academic studies and ethical framework, regulatory deployments like EU AI Act. So this standard help Microsoft build trustworthy AI aligned with global regulations, right? Share the best practices with other organizations and promote responsible innovation across industries. So these are the core principles. The first one is fairness. AI system should treat all individuals equally without having any favorism or any discrimination. That hey, you are boss, so I will treat you differently. You are a team member, so I'm going to give you reply after some time. Let me reply to the manager. It's not possible, right? So there will be a equal treatment, equal response for everyone who is having the license for the Copilot. This AI, it can unintentionally reflect the biasness present in training data. If not addressed, this can lead to unfair outcome like rejecting qualified job applicant or misidentifying the individual. That's why this standard is very important. Now, how Microsoft ensure this fairness? Microsoft ensure it by testing AI model for bias across different group, using diverse data set and involve expert in ethics and social science. The second principle is reliability and safety. AI should work consistently and safely, even in unexpected situations. Now, why it matters? Because unreliable AI, it can cause harm like incorrect medical advice or faulty financial predictions. This will be very harmful, right? Now, how Microsoft ensure reliability? So Microsoft monitor all the AI system in real world, right? So it go for testing before it is deployed and designing fail safe and fallback mechanism. Now the next principle is privacy and security. is AI must protect user data and be secure against misuse or attack. Now, why it is matter? This privacy matter? Because AI, if it often use personal data to function. Without a strong privacy control, this data can be exposed or misused. Let's say I have shared my personal information, the data I am working with. I have set it as an attachment, as you might have observed when I was working with a report and creating a speech. I had to attach one report, right? So that may be any personal file, any personal information that I have to make sure this information should not be leaked, should not be misused. So Microsoft makes sure that the privacy is maintained, and that is done using encryption and secure data storage, minimizing data collection, and giving user control over their data. Now the next principle, that is inclusiveness. Inclusiveness means AI should be designed to be accessible and usable by the user of all background and all the abilities. Now, why this principle is important, why it matters? Because the AI, it should be designed, and it should, like, if this AI tool, these are not inclusive, they can exclude the people with disability, with any language barriers, or different cultural context. Now here, Microsoft make sure and that Microsoft promote inclusiveness, and that is by designing with accessibility in mind. For example, voice command, screen readers, right? And Microsoft also go for supporting multiple language, as when you are using the Copilot capability, not only the English, but it is a multilingual that support and give you response in different languages, and even is going to help you to convert your content from one language to another. Like the same PPT, let's say I have to deliver the session for my German clients. So the same PPT I can convert into the German language. I do not have to make any extra efforts for the same. So Microsoft make sure that Copilot support multiple language, engage diverse user group in testing. The next is transparency. Users should understand how AI systems work and how decisions are made. Now, why transparency matter? If user or if you don't understand AI decision, they may not trust or accept them. So it should be transparent, especially in sensitive areas like healthcare or finance. So Microsoft ensure transparency by providing clear documentation and explanation using interpretable models wherever possible, offering the tool to visualize and explain AI behavior. And the last is accountability. Accountability. So there must be clear responsibility for how AI is developed and used. Now, why accountability matters? Because when something goes wrong, it should be clear who is responsible and who can fix it. Now, how Microsoft maintain accountability? That is done by assigning the role and responsibility in AI project. Microsoft keep all the record of decisions and changes, create review, right? Review boards and ethical committees, right? So this is how Microsoft is committed to all these core principles: fairness, reliability, privacy, inclusiveness, transparency, and accountability. So when all these principles are followed by Microsoft, so the product that is offered by Microsoft, the Copilot, we can surely trust on it. These are few example of responsible and irresponsible AI use cases. Let's first focus on the example of responsible AI use. Now let's say AI in healthcare. So an AI help doctors to detect the diseases like cancer by analyzing the medical images. It's trained on diverse data set and it is reviewed by a medical expert. Now how it is responsible here? Because it support not replace a doctor, improve accuracy and is transparent about its limitation. Right? Second example, I will take it here, that is AI in hiring. Let's say resume screening. So here, if I talk about the responsible use, an AI tool screens all the resume but is regularly audited to avoid any biasness. Human recruiters, they can make the final decision because it is going to speed up the hiring process while ensuring the fairness and accountability. I will give you one example here that how Microsoft Copilot can help us here. Let's say I have few resume and I want Copilot to help me here and let me know that what is the best candidate I should call for the interview process. Okay, now I have open a blank document. So I have few resume here. Let me show it to you. Okay, so I have these four resume. I'm going to pick the prompt from here quickly. And my prompt is that I'm a hiring manager for Graphic Design Institute. We are hiring for the position of senior animation designer. Please create a report that compare the attached resume to the requirement of a senior animation designer in the attached job description. Now I need to attach the resume. I need to make it one by one. Then the third one. And the last one. Open. So I have all four resume are attached, right? Now actually I want that there is a hiring process suppose for the position of senior animation designer. So I need to compare all these resume and need to prepare a report. Let's click on it. Let's click on keep it. And now I have the candidate comparison report for the senior animation designer. Okay, there is no information available. Okay. So team, let me just try it again. Okay, again I got this response at present unable to generate the request report because the resume and the job description file have not been provided or attached. Okay, some issue, I guess. Okay, let's try again. If it is not working, I'm just going to do it later. Okay, there is some issue because right now it is not giving me the response. But generally, it doesn't happen, and no problem. Sometimes it happens that you need to just iterate, and iterate. That is what means try, and try. Sometimes it may happen that it is not able to give you the response, so you can try it out later. But generally, when I write this prompt, it is always giving me the comparison or like what is a who is the best candidate for this for this post or like for who is it what is it who is the top candidate as per the experience and the knowledge required and so on. But right now it's not working. Okay, no problem. We'll come back to this later. Okay. So these were few example I was just trying to give you about the responsible AI. Now let's focus on some example of irresponsible AI uses. Let's say AI in law enforcement. That's about its facial recognition. Imagine there is a city that is going to use AI facial recognition to identify the users or the people in public places that is going to match them with criminal record. Sounds useful? What do you think? Is it useful? The example I have just given to you. No, I have given the job description. Devesh. Okay, yeah, so team, what I'm saying that I have given you the example. Let's say there is a city and that is going to use AI facial recognition that is going to identify the people and going to match them with a criminal record. What do you think? Is it useful or not? In my database, I have all the pictures of the criminals, and there is a camera installed. And behind the scene, there is a AI technology that is going to scan all the people who are there in this public area and will help me to find out who is a criminal. So, what do you think? Is it useful? Yes or no? I hope my question is clear to everyone. I have given you a use case of AI technology. What do you think? Is it useful? Yes or no? Useful in India, not useful in China. Why? Okay, I'm not actually looking into the country specific. I was just looking for whether it is a useful one or not. Okay, okay. Similar faces. Okay, I got it. Okay, so as I have just given you an example, but here there is a inaccuracy of people of color. As the studies that have shown that some facial recognition systems are less accurate when identifying the people with darker skin tone. This happens because this AI was trained mostly on the images of lighter skinned individual. So it is not, let's say, the system, it is there for India, like you have suggested, it is good for India. So let's say it is this model was trained on the basis of the people who are there from India with a mixed skin tone. But let's say the people with a lighter skin individual or the darker skin individual, if there is any people like that, the system would not be able to recognize them correctly because it is not learned to recognize the diverse facial features properly. So result is that the person of color might be wrongly identified as a suspect even if they have not done anything wrong. And there is a lack of oversight, means if the system is used without proper rule or human check, there is no one to verify if the AI match is correct or not. People could be arrested or questioned based on the faulty AI decision. Citizens may even do not know that they are being watched or they are being scanned. This is a violation of privacy, right? So as you are scanning the people faces in the public area without their consent, it is seriously a privacy issue. So if the system works better for some group than other, it's unfair. I will call it as a like discrimination. Correct. Now the second use case I will give you here, that is AI in finance. Let's say that is for loan approval. Now how there is a irresponsible use, because here let's say AI system it is going to deny the loan based on biased historical data without explaining why. Now, why it is irresponsible here? Because it lacks transparency and can discriminate against certain group, right? Another example is AI in social media, content recommendation. Why it is irresponsible here? Because an algorithm promote the sensation or harmful content that is going to increase engagement without considering user well-being. Why it is irresponsible? Because it is going to give the priority profit over safety and can spread misinformation, right? So these were few example of responsible and irresponsible AI uses. Now in this part we are going to focus on effective governance framework, define organization role, policies and control to oversee AI system, ensuring compliance and ethical operations. There are four key concepts in responsible AI governance. The first one, that is oversight and accountability. Oversight ensure that AI systems are being developed and used under proper supervision. Accountability means someone is clearly responsible for how AI behave and impact people. Now, why it is important? Without oversight, AI can be misused or it can cause harm. So accountability ensures that if something goes wrong, there is always a way to fix it and learn from it. For example, a company uses AI to screen job application. So oversight means HR regularly checks the system for fairness. And accountability means HR team is responsible for any biased outcome. Another principle is risk management. So risk management involves identifying, accessing and reducing the potential problem that AI might cause, like errors, any privacy breach, any biasness. For AI system, it can behave unpredictably or make mistake. So managing the risk, it is going to help prevent harm and ensure the system work safely and legally. Let me give you one example here. So before launching an AI chatbot, a company test it for offensive language or any misinformation to avoid any reputational damage. So here, like as you have managed the risk by testing before it is actually launched, so that you can avoid any reputational damage for your organization. The next principle is stakeholder involvement. Stakeholder include anyone affected by AI, that may be employee working in the organization, your customers, regulators, maybe your society. So when you are involving them, it means you are listening to their concern. You are having their feedback during AI development. Different people bring different perspective. This is going to help make AI more ethical, inclusive, and aligned with real world need. When you are using Copilot Microsoft 365, you will always see that at the end, you are asked for your suggestion. You can give your feedback, thumbs up or thumbs down. Let me show you. For example, this is the Excel file. Let's say I have opened it. Okay, now I will ask Copilot to help me. With every response, it is asking your feedback, whether you like it or do not like it. You know, when I have started initially working with Copilot, it was not performing the way as it is. Like it has done so many improvements, especially when I was working with Copilot in Excel. There was so many errors. Like I was not getting the expected result. Okay, even like today, I have observed that it was there in Word. I was looking for some detail, but that was not happening. It was not working for me. So I was always giving the feedback when I'm liking something or did not like, or the response was not according to me. Like you can see, I have the option to like and dislike. Let's say when you're going to dislike it, here why you disliked it, what was the reason. You can also include the screenshot. So the screenshot immediately will be taken and you can share that. May we contact you about your feedback? Yes or no? So you are always welcome for your feedback. For example, let's say there is a school and that school is developing the AI grading tool, consulting teachers, students, and parents to ensure its fairness and understandable. So when a school is developing this tool, they are involving everyone as they all are the stakeholder, teacher, student, getting their feedback. The next principle is continuous monitoring. AI systems should be regularly checked after deployment to ensure they continue to perform well and follow ethical standards. Because the AI can change over the time or behave differently in a new situation. So monitoring can of course help catch the problems easily and adapt to any changes. For example, an AI used in customer service is monitored monthly to ensure it is still giving accurate and respectful responses. Governance must address evolving regulations such as data protection and AI specific guidelines to ensure lawful deployment and reduce liability. Let's first start with the understanding evolving regulation. As AI governance must keep up with rapidly changing laws and standards. especially around data protection, transparency, and ethical use. I will give you some global example here, like there is a EU AI Act that classify AI system by risk level and ban harmful practices like recognition that is there in a school or workspaces. There are some US state law, state like um, Colorado, right? And that have introduced AI specific law that is focusing on fairness, transparency, and consumer protection. There are some other standard compliance framework, right? That is going to help organization aligned with evolving global expectation. Ensuring lawful deployment means organization must ensure that AI system follow all applicable laws, including data privacy, anti-discrimination, and sector-specific regulation. Now, how it can be done? So you can conduct AI impact assessment. Ensure your data is collected, it is compliant. You can do the assessment like in Microsoft. You can use Microsoft Purview portal. You have the compliance manager and you can do the assessment over there for like GDPR, HIPAA. You can create the DLP policies, make sure your data is encrypted. You can maintain the audit trail and documentation for transparency and accountability. As the non-compliance data, it can lead to legal penalties, right? Any reputational damage and loss of public trust. Reducing liability risk means effective governance help reduce the legal and financial risk that is related to your AI failure and misuse. Many AI vendors that contract limit when own liability and shift responsibility to the customers. Only a small percentage of vendor they offer compliance guarantee or performance warranty. These are few best practices of oversight and accountability, like AI ethic committee, that is a dedicated group within an organization that look for ethical development and use of AI technology. They provide expert guidance on ethical issues, right? They review AI project for fairness, transparency, and social impact. Ensure it is aligned with organization value and legal standard. Let's say a university form an AI ethic committee that is going to review all the research project involving facial recognition, ensuring they respect privacy and avoid bias. Clear accountability structure. Clear, Clearly defining who is responsible for each part of AI system, from designing to deployment and monitoring, because this is going to prevent any confusion and finger pointing when issue arise. Ensure that someone is always answerable for AI decisions and outcome and support you in legal and ethical compliance. For example, in a company, the data science team is responsible for model accuracy and the legal team ensure compliance with data protection law. Regular audits are required. Schedule review of AI system to check for compliance with ethical standard, law and performance expectation. This is going to detect issues like bias, errors or any misuse. It can help build the trust with the stakeholder and regulators. For example, a bank audit its AI loan approval system every quarter to ensure it doesn't discriminate any discrimination based on race or gender. Transparent reporting, openly sharing how AI system works, what decision they make, how they are governed. That is going to build the trust with your users, customers. Encourage feedback, continuous improvement. For example, a healthcare company is going to publish a report that explain that how its AI diagnoses the diseases, including accuracy rates and limitation. Anyone, any query, any questions so far? Anyone, if you have any question, please feel free to put it into the chat. Thank you. Okay. So now here in this part, we are going to focus on maintaining trust, as trust is critical for adoption and sustained use. So in this section, we are going to explore transparency, bias mitigation, and user engagement, as these are the pillars to build the confidence in AI Copilot. Now, what is this transparency and explainability? Transparency means you are open about how an AI system works, right? What data it is going to use, how it works, how it makes decision, what is the limitations. And explainability, it means the ability to clearly describe and justify the decision that is made by AI, right? This is in a way a human being can understand. When user know that how a AI system arrived at a decision, they can evaluate its fairness, accuracy, spot error or any biasness, and feel more comfortable using it. For example, an AI tool reject a loan application that explain why it was rejected. That is going to help user understand why it has happened. Maybe the reason is any low credit score or any missing documentation. So now you are going to trust that, okay, my application is rejected because of so and so reason, right? Next is building user trust. When AI systems are transparent and explainable, user feel the system is honest, right? System is reliable. They are more likely to accept and use the tool, right? It reduces the fear and confusion around black box AI. For example, in healthcare, if an AI suggests a diagnosis, doctors and patients trust it, right? They trust it more when they understand and the reasoning behind it. So there are few best practices that you can follow to improve the transparency and explainability. Use the simple language, right? Provide visual aid like charts, decision trees. Offer the feedback option so that your users can ask the question or challenge decisions. Include the data source, logic, limitation, right? Now, when I'm talking about the bias mitigation and fairness, it cover detection, reduction strategies, and the importance of fairness. As a bias detection, it involves like you are identifying any unfair patterns or any outcome in AI system. It is often caused by the biased data or flawed algorithm. If AI systems are trained on biased data, they can make unfair decisions. As I have given you some example, favoring any single, any gender, any race, or any age group. For example, as AI is hiring, right, any users, any employees, if it is not trained properly or trained on a particular kind of a data or a particular kind of a skill and all, that is going to detect that only, especially on the basis of gender, right, age group. Ethical use and robust security measure project user right and data integrity. That is important for responsible AI development in sensitive environment. So what are the ethical consideration in AI? as the ethical consideration in AI refers to more uh, moral principle and values that guide how AI systems are designed, developed, and used, especially when they make decisions that affect the users. So, there are some ethical areas that you can consider. As the AI, it should treat all individual and the group equally without any bias or discrimination. Users should understand how AI decisions are made, and AI must protect the personal data and respect user consent. AI systems should be reliable and not cause any harm. AI should be accessible and usable by user of all background and all the abilities. As I said, when you are using the responsible AI, it should maintain the data privacy and security. So now what is this data privacy and security? So these are some practices, some measure that is going to protect the personal data and sensitive data that is used by AI system from any unauthorized access, any misuse or any breaches. For example, data mitigation. So collect only the data that is absolutely necessary for the AI to function. Avoid storing any extra or any irrelevant personal information. Inform your user about what data is being collected, how it will be used. Allow user to opt in, not out, and manage their data preferences. Use strong encryption to protect data during transmission and storage. Make sure your data is stored in secure servers. As in Microsoft Copilot, Microsoft says that when you are accessing Copilot for any files and all that, make sure your data is there in OneDrive so that all the policies, security policies, encryption that will be automatically applied to that files. Even your organization policies will be applied to your OneDrive files or your SharePoint files. So these are few case studies here that is about the real world use case studies. So one I will give you about one company that has developed. I would not like to take the name here, but that has developed a responsible AI compliance program that was to ensure the ethical and safe use of AI across its operations and client services. So they followed some key practices that was about AI governance framework means followed the cleared role, assign the proper role, set up the policies, and assign the responsibilities to the user. In terms of risk assessment, they have done the screening AI use cases for ethical and legal risk, ensuring AI decisions are explainable and equitable, and mandatory ethic training and ongoing compliance check. The impact of these practices was that this company could embed responsible AI into its culture, helping clients and employees trust and adopt AI safely and ethically. Now I would like to take you to my portal where I can show you that how you can take the action in terms of assigning the role, right? Uh, Make sure the authorized users are having access. So for that, I would like to take you to my Entra portal, that is Identity and Access Management portal. Give me a second. I just need to approve the authentication. Okay. So in Microsoft Entra Admin Center, you have roles and responsibilities that can be assigned to the user. So a user can perform the task that is assigned to him. That is role-based access control. Let's say I have a user, list of users. For example, the Alex, he is going to handle other users' role, responsibility, licenses, and all. So I want to assign him the user administrator role. So I will go to assigned role. I will click on add assignment, select the role. So we have all the roles, that is inbuilt role available with a specific set of permissions. For example, I want to assign the user administrator role to Alex. Next. And here you can make sure what type of assignment it is. Is it a eligible or active? Active means the role will be activated right now. By the time it is not going to have the assignment day end, right? Eligible means user is eligible but the role is not activated. Whenever you want, you need to activate it. Okay. I'm going to activate it right now. Give the justification why you want to activate it and assign the role. Now the role is assigned. Now I will show you the responsibilities that are covered. So these all are the roles listed here. For example, the role I have assigned, that was user administrator. Select. With every role, just click on that role, go to the description, and here you can have a look role permissions. What permission you are assigning with this role. Okay, you can also manage which user can be added to the particular group, so that if you have to make any policies according to the group, that can be done. And that can be managed with a conditional access. For example, there is some information, some document, some report that should be only and only accessed by finance department. So you can set up the condition access policies. So I will make the group. Let's say I have already a group available. Let's create the policy. And here you can select the user. Okay, I do not have the finance group. Let's say select for marketing. Okay, I have sales and marketing group. Select. Access policy for marketing group. Okay, now here you can select the target resource. Let's say any application that should only be used by um, marketing users. Select the resource. Let's say I'm selecting Office 365. So this application should be used by marketing group of users, and under grant you can make it more secure by granting the access to the application, but that require multi-factor authentication. So just by putting the password will not enough. User need to go with extra authentication method. Let maybe the OTP sent to the mobile, maybe authenticated app. So you need to approve and then only you can access the application. And that is only for the particular group of user. Now to set up these policies, access control, managing the DLP policies, you can create the groups here. You can create the groups. You can select the security group, M365 group, where a dedicated email address will be provided to these users. And later on, you can use this group for assigning the license. Let's say you have to assign the Copilot license. So your group is already ready. So that is going to minimize your efforts to assign the licensing. Now let me take you to my Purview portal. So under Purview portal, you can go to the solution. First, I will take you to the compliance manager. Under compliance manager, your company can do the assessment for a particular compliance like GDPR, HIPAA, that how your organization is following that compliance, that governance, and that assessment is done so that you can prove that yes, I have done this assessment and you are aligned with that particular assessment or with that regulation. Like I have done it for ISO IEC 27001, data protection, GLBA compliance assessment and all. And here you have the DLP policies, data loss prevention policies. Here you can set up the policies that any file, any document that should not be accessed by the outsiders, any external people, or any file, any information, let's say a user is using, or if anyone else wants to get the information with the help of Copilot about it. So that should not be done. For example, any file, any document that is available and accessible by all the users. So even I can put the prompt and can ask information about the document if it is available publicly. So that is not good. That is not right. You have to make sure the document should only be accessible by the group of users. It is going to maintain the security or the privacy of the document. And that can be done with the DLP policies. Now looking ahead, we are going to discuss emerging AI co-pilot technologies, their social impact, strategies to sustain the ethical governance, and rapid innovation. So here we have some emerging trends in AI co-pilot technologies. As the AI co-pilot is evolving into autonomous agent that can perform the complex multi-step task with minimum human input. Microsoft refer to these as app of the AI era, capable of handling the task like managing the supply chain, resolving AI issue, summarizing the meetings. There are some advanced reasoning and memories as these AI co-pilots are getting human-like reasoning and long-term memory. Understand the context better. Like you have put the first prompt that I wanted to know about the Microsoft Copilot. Copilot has generated a response. Now you do not have to give the context again and again that you wanted to know more about the Copilot. Just ask your question and Copilot will refer you first prompt and give you the response accordingly. As it learn from the past interaction, the file you have used, right? The prompt you have mentioned, like the first prompt I have mentioned, explain me this topic in detail with example. Now the next when you are asking for something, Copilot is going to have the reference and your intention that you want the explanation in detail with example and will give you the response accordingly. There are some multimodal capabilities as these Copilot are becoming multimodal, meaning they can process and respond to the text, images, audio, and video together. This enables richer and more intuitive interaction. For example, a Copilot can analyze a chart, summarizing a video, and respond to a voice command all in one session. Right? So AI trust, risk and security management where organizations are embedding the trust and safety layer into Copilot system to manage the biasness, security threats, false input. Ensure that Copilots are reliable, fair and compliant with the regulation. There is no code, low code Copilot creation is available. There are some tools available like Microsoft Copilot Studio that even allow non-developer to build their own AI agent without writing code. So developer, they can still build advanced agent using the platform like Azure AI Foundry. As Copilot become more powerful, So companies like Microsoft are investing in energy efficient data centers, carbon free energy sources. This supports eco friendly growth of AI technology. AI co-pilots are being integrated into real-time business operation, such as inventory management, customer support, marketing automation. They help business respond faster to changing condition. Responsible AI by design, where there is a growth that is focusing on ethical AI development, including user control, customization, transparent decision making. AI co-pilot that act as an assistant, right? So there is an impact of AI, societal impact. So there are some positive impact like it is going to help make in healthcare, education, legal services. AI co-pilot automate the routine task, allow user to focus on more creative and strategic work. This AI powers smart assistant, personalized recommendation, and real-time translation that improve the convenience and connectivity. There are some challenges and some concern also, right? Like unequal access to AI tool infrastructure that can leave some community behind, right? But here Microsoft makes sure that it is going to follow all the principle of responsible AI, right? And there is no biasness, all equal treatment to all the users. There are some recommendation of sustainable AI governance, define roles, responsibilities, decision making process of AI development, include the legal, ethical, technical, and business perspective, conduct ethical impact assessment before it is deployed, regularly evaluate the AI system for performance, biasness, and compliance, monitor the real world outcome, user feedback, include the voice from different department, communities, and user group, use data minimization, encryption, role based access control, ensure compliance with data protection laws, train your employee on responsible AI practices, ethics, and compliance. I have delivered more than 100 of sessions on Copilot. I have made them understand how they can use Copilot, provided them training. So this is how, organization they want that their employees who are going to use the Copilot license should be trained. What are the best practices of using this AI? How they can have the best utilization of this product. Stay updated. Make sure it is aligned with legal and regulatory standards. So team, that's it from my side. As we have discussed about the responsible AI adoption, as this is in the age of Copilot that requires strong governance and trust building. So by adhering to these two ethical principles and engaging the user, organization they can unlock AI benefits while minimizing the risk. So that's it from my side. Anyone, any question, any query so far? And thank you so much everyone for joining the session. I hope this session was helpful and I could give you the insight about the topic. So once again, thank you everyone. Over to you, Archie.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you for the session. Guys, I already shared the feedback form on Chatbox. Please make sure you guys fill the feedback form before leaving the session. Also, we shared a batch link on Chatbox. So, guys, don't forget to redeem your batches.